Our next speaker is Dr. Prashanta Kalita from University of Illinois. Prashanta, would you work your way up here? Dr. Kalita is a professor of soil and water engineering, Department of Agriculture and Biological Engineering at University of Illinois, and a University Distinguished Teacher Scholar at that institution. His area of expertise is hydrology, watershed quality modeling, erosion and sediment control. He also serves as the director of the ADM Institute of Prevention of Post-Harvest Losses at the University of Illinois. Prashanta.
Thank you very much, Dr. Srivastava. You know, when a water guy talks about post-harvest loss, you expect what I can say here, right? So thank you very much. First of all, it's an honor for us, ADM Institute, to be one of the co-sponsors for this event, the Global Engagement event. We're very proud to be here, and especially that I'm a member of this society for many, many years. So it's a privilege to come and share with you about what this ADM Institute is all about. I think many of you probably already know. Some of you already work with us with this institute. I have Dr. Dirk Meyer just mentioned about ADM Institute. He's on our advisory committee. President Easter is the chair of our external advisory committee. Dr. Casey Ting is one of my steering committee members. I'm not going to talk much about because this whole morning, and we are talking about why post-harvest loss is very important and how much food is lost or wasted and why should it be talking about. So I'll share with some of our the goal. You know, we aspire to be the international information and technology hub. We want to provide all the information about post-harvest loss, who is doing what, where can we get some resources, and how collectively we can contribute to solving some of these problems and contribute to reducing the hunger problems in the world. We also like to work in encompassing technologies and practices and systems, and focus right now, our focus is mostly on grains. But very recently, I just got back this weekend from visiting 3 countries in London, working with the Institution of Mechanical Engineers. I was sharing with some of my colleagues, they are trying to work on converting a diesel engine run by liquid nitrogen so that, in India or Africa, some of the cold storage units can work on it. Then I was in India, and then I just got back from Bangladesh, looking at some of the rice technologies and post-harvest losses in rice, talked to various women group, and I'm a big supporter of that one. So I asked those ladies, what if one thing that we can help you to reduce your stress in farm? And in Bangladesh, more than 90% rice is they do parboiling. So they said parboiling and drying. That's, if someone can help us, that we will make much more progress and get better health-wise and things like that. So I'll skip all these things out there, and someone has already shown this. Here is how we started our official announcement. This institute was endowed in 2011 with a $10 million gift. And basically, the emphasis was India and Brazil, and on staple crops, just like I mentioned. But we are going to move into vegetable and fruits because that's a significant problem worldwide. We already spent a significant amount of money on awarding some research grants and all out there. And here, if you see some of the numbers, we have a lot of students, a lot of researchers, a lot of countries are being involved. Few things that we emphasized in our first phase of research is measurement technology and development. I'll share a little later that why we invested in that one. Then system information and analysis. Some of the policy analysis are ag econ frames and all, and education training and information transfer. So these are the 4 areas we have invested some money. We have our faculty from the College of Agriculture, Consumer and Environmental Sciences, College of Business, College of Engineering, are involved. In fact, this evening I'm going to talk to a couple of faculty from University of Arkansas, Terry Sivan Morgan and Griffith, and I want to bring them into our institute to provide some guidance on rice research in Bangladesh and India. So these are various different countries where we are involved, are we going to be involved out there. Some of the things we would like to make real-world impact. So what we are planning to do, in the Eastern Indian state of Bihar, we are going to invest significantly. 2 communities, we partner with 2 agricultural universities, and we are working with Gates Foundation to combine some of our resources together. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research, they are contributing some funds, as well as the Ministry of Information Science and Technology in India. They are going to invest some resources in IT in agriculture. So within that IT in agriculture, post-harvest loss is a big component, and then they are ready to invest money on that. So when in my last 2 weeks, I met on 4th of July, we had a huge meeting up there with the Secretary of the Ministry of Information Science and Technology. I got their firm commitment to go ahead. So we are going to establish basically some drying, community drying and storage and education. Those are the 3 priorities that we decided we will work on. And we also we have another initiative that's coming in Myanmar on basically with the help of Ministry of Agriculture, Yejin Agricultural University, only ag university in the country. And the Wilmar company is a huge company, so they would like to invest some significant resources in post-harvest loss, water, and education. So we are working with them. Here are some of the things that we have. We are planning to offer a Coursera course. It's something like Post-Harvest Loss Prevention 101, basically for practitioners and people that work in administration or farmers with some knowledge of technical skills and things like that. So we are planning to launch this initiative on September 15. Our target is to reach about 100,000 people by the end of this year. So we are also working with the other country representatives, for example, India and China. They would take our Coursera course and translate into their own languages, and we will provide some funding as well as they will provide some funding out there. We are also looking at breaking some of these course components into modules that we can offer by cell phone technologies to farmers. We just proposed that our ADM Institute is organizing the first international conference on post-harvest loss prevention in Rome, Italy. We got, about 2-3 weeks ago, we sent our first circular to some of the key players, and we got overwhelming support from World Bank, Rockefeller, Gates Foundation, FAO. So those will be our big sponsors. So hopefully, and I wanted to bring this information to my own society here, ASABE. So I hope our society will play a big role into this this first international conference. This will not be like a regular research presentation. We want to bring administrators, policyholders, foundations, so that we can develop a huge coalition worldwide to go for post-harvest loss prevention out there. Someone suggested we need to bring Bill Gates or someone like that, or Rajiv Shah, someone like that to talk and then to inaugurate this international conference. We have a plan, as you know, President Obama is doing the first Africa Leaders Summit on August 5th and 6th in Washington, D.C. So ADM Institute has proposed an ancillary event to put it up there to talk about, to tell those people about, what we do and what many of the U.S. organizations are working on reducing post-harvest losses. Right now, our proposal is under consideration by the Department of State, so hopefully we are hoping either today or tomorrow we'll get the final confirmation on that one. So, as Dr. Darkmeyer mentioned, we also have a Rockefeller Foundation project. We are working on it. We did the very first the Gates and ADM, a joint summit in Washington, D.C., May 12th and 13th, looking at how can we all work together to develop some more coalition on post-harvest losses out there. So these events or these kind of initiatives will continue, and these are various different of our partners. We Not that we are only working with India or Myanmar. We have a project in China. We are working in Brazil. We'll intensify more in Brazil. This morning I got a confirmation. We got another grant from APAC, Asian Pacific Economic Cooperation. We'll work with 21 countries, looking at their post-harvest losses and things like that. And these are various different parts. We are very excited, and we give funds. We have funding that's why, like I said this evening, I just invited Dr. Terry Sieben Morgan from Arkansas to come and help us how we can take some of our local researchers' help and take them to international and help us solving some of the world hunger and food scarcity problem. Thank you very much.